we speak to people before the release of the film. But in this case, we wanted to talk to you at this point of the film where it's actually come out and you've done the publicity tour. This way we can get you to reflect on the journey that you've been on since the film came out.
It's been like surreal, to be honest. It just seems unreal. It's like overwhelming. I mean, a lot of people have been basically opening up to me about, like stuff they've been through, and it's just, it's crazy, like, it's just hard to put to words. It's just, I'm just very happy. It's, prayers have been answered. God looked after the whole thing. He let everything fall into place, and it's just crazy.
And was this something, Tas, that you were anticipating?
No, I mean, I knew that that was a cautionary tale. But how well received it was going to be, that, that was up to God, and he just did it. I mean, everyone loved it. The movie came out right, and I'm just glad that, people are getting something out of it,
You described the film as a cautionary tale, and of course, watching the film, pretty much everyone can take from the film the message as it relates to them. But Tas, I'm very interested to get you to articulate what the message is in the film that you want to impart to people.
The message that I want? Well,
yes.
Basically, that it doesn't matter what walk of life you're in. We're all only human. We're all sinners. And everyone makes mistakes, and that, if you pray, God can do something with the broken pieces of your life. That, if you don't give up, don't kill yourself, just, pray, reach out to God, and He'll drag you out of it, because that's what happened to me. Like, I read the Bible, and it was, wasn't just words in a book. There was, promises in there, and I was a skeptic. I was like, all right, God, if you're for real, here's a promise right here. And I prayed on it, and bang, things just started happening. Like, I got a lenient sentence. It even said in the Bible that He answers prayers before you even ask. I mean, and then as soon as I opened it in prison, after my dad told me to read it, it said in Proverbs somewhere, or Psalms, I think it was. It says He sets the lonely in a family, and that was, I hooked up with Helen, and we had Billy almost pretty much straight away when I got deported, after I'd lost Colleen and my other kids. So as I'm reading this book, and I just seeing all this stuff unfold. So that's what I want people to see, that it was all God. Had nothing to do with me. I was just a wreck who gave up on life.
You've made it very clear the central importance of God and spirituality in you coming back from the depths that you were in.
Yep.
Watching the film, one of the things that really comes across very powerfully is how you and your brother Ben, as you were on this incredible curve of success and fame and wealth and adoration, that there was nothing that was grounding you. There was nothing that was balancing what you were experiencing. Is that something that you think the film does capture, that there was a lack of balance in what you were experiencing?
It wasn't a lack. I just wanted to escape it, because as a child I was sexually abused, and I just hated my life, and I thought I hated being in Australia anymore. I just wanted to escape to America and become someone, try and prove to myself that I'm not, I mean, I thought I was a freak because I was abused, and I always had a chip on my shoulder. And, I love my dad, I love my mum, but, mum gave us up, and mum and dad fought a lot, but my dad was my mum and my dad, and he came over to the States, and I I never told him about the sexual abuse, so, you know, I was just self-destructing all those years. Like, that was something I was purposely doing until finally I got to, you know, sober up in prison and really take a good look at myself and look at the damage I'd done through all my choices, through hating on myself. So, yeah, that was deliberate. That was a deliberate self-destruct mode you guys witnessed.
It's always interesting when seeing documentaries that are so confessional about what the initial motive is for people to agreeing to participate, because you have basically bared your soul in this film. Why did you agree to take part in this film?
Well, number one, so my kids can see in America my side of the story, and that, you know, I'm not just, you know, I didn't just piss off on them. And number two was to let the world know my brother, that wasn't him in the end. It was all the drugs. And I mean, I know it's a very touchy subject with what happened, and it's, you know, if someone, you know, killed my daughter, I'd be doing a life sentence, that's for sure. But I know that it was the drugs because I got on the same drugs, and it's just, you know, I just wanted to show that Ben wasn't, you know, for my grandma's sake, for my kids' sake, for Ben's sake, for his memory, and for everyone to see that, you know, if you do go down that road, that's where it's going to head, you know. That's where it's headed. That's what happens. And, yeah, I mean, I met a lot of guys when I was locked up. They woke up on murder charges because they went on a Xanax bender, you know. Countless guys. And that's, you know, Ben was eating Xannies like lollies. I was eating them like lollies. I mean, next thing you know, I'm trying to do a bodgy import from South America. I'm surprised I didn't get my head blown off in South America. That's how, you know, twisted these drugs will make you, the pharmaceuticals. So I just wanted to bring awareness to all of that and to help some misguided youth.
That makes the film a pretty powerful anti-drug movie, doesn't it?
Yeah. But don't get me wrong, I've had my slip-ups since prison because I've been a drug addict my whole life. But I'm doing well. I'm with Helen. I'm working. I keep praying. I go to church, and, you know, I just try to stay away from places that will lead me to a, you know, going down the wrong way again.
And, Tas, what was the toughest part about fronting the camera? Because you were shooting for quite a while.
The toughest part is I didn't want to drag stuff up to make it look like I was trying to get back at certain people, because I had to tell my story. You know, I wasn't in it to cream anyone, but if you're going to do a doco, you know, at least one some people want to see, you can't bullshit. So I had to just tell the stories for what they were, and I knew that certain people were going to think I was just trying to get back at them, you know, but that's just not the case. I just, yeah, that was the hard part for me was, you know, because this thing's happened a long time ago, you know. It's not, yeah, my style to just want to get back at someone, but the story had to be told because the key events that happened in the docos was the arc of the story. When this happened, then that happened, and that led to that, and that led to that, you know, and I'm just hoping people can understand that, you know, the guys in the doco, for instance.
Now, mate, it's quite fortuitous that we are speaking on the day when the news is full of the suicide of Robin Williams. I have to ask, has this event resonated with you in a particular way?
Well, I know Robin Williams has, I mean, I've heard him have interviews or read somewhere that he'd just go off his meds when he'd have to do a serious role or something because he's bipolar or... So it doesn't surprise me, you know, because I know the mental health is, you know, it gets people. I feel really sad for him. It made me think of my brother today. Same thing. Yeah, it's just a sad situation.
What would you like the film to end up doing?
got no idea. I don't really know about films, so I just hope people, you know, if I can say, help, you know, one kid not take, you know, to veer off the wrong path, you know, then it's done its job. Anything else now is just icing on the cake. And I'm just thankful for that. It's a blessing. I'm thankful for Eddie Martin, George Pank, Greg Stewart. You know, they did an amazing job. Thankful to skateboarding, you know, welcoming me back the way they have, and, you know, just Helen, you know, sticking by me, putting up with me. And my doctor, Naomi Harris. Yeah, you know, anything else, just icing on the cake for me.
I'm just very keen to know from you about what this process has taught you about the medium of film. Why film?
Because it's easier. You just talk to Eddie, and then he puts it together. I couldn't remember half the stuff anyway. So when he went out and found all the footage and I saw it, it jogged my memory. It wasn't something I specifically, you know, thought it has to be a film. I just thought I should do something, and I kept praying, and I kept asking God, please, you know, handle this. I don't know what I'm doing. And then the right people started turning up, and then he's assembled the Senate team, and it's blessing after blessing after blessing. It just didn't stop. So I don't really have the answer.
I get it. Mate,
it just happened.
Just to invoke a biblical phrase, do you feel you are on the road to redemption, or do you feel that you have been redeemed?
Well, the Bible says you're redeemed, but honestly, I stuff up on a daily basis. You know, I feel like I let God down regularly, so some days I'm wondering if I'm even going to make it to heaven. So, you know, I'm just the same as everyone else. I'm just another sinner in the world, just trying to do something right.